I can see people pointing, it's coming in from the left. Over the trees, look to your left everybody, here is the Lancaster.
BBM have actually moved mountains to get that aircraft here today.
Yeah, massive tribute to the teams of engineers that
What an absolutely beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight and the Lancaster. Perhaps of all the operations, the most famous could be considered to be that of Operation Chastise, the attack on the Ruhr Dams. The Mona 3,249 Lancasters were actually lost on operations. First went into service in 1942 with number 44 Squadron. That cavernous bomb bay there. Hot end turbine and out the back, but this is completely different. And a centrifugal flow jet engine, which was the original jet engines developed by Frank Whittle here in the UK. There is a single large disc, and air comes in from either side of that disc. And because the disc is spinning, there are special curved shapes on that disc. And as the disc spins, the air is drawn from the middle to the outside edge and compressed. It then goes through burner cans, fuel is added, ignited, hot air comes out the rear of those cans through a hot end turbine, which then drives forward through to the front, that very large wheel. The centrifugal flow. It was the cutting edge of jet engines at that time for the Allied forces. The Germans used the axial flow in the Messerschmitt 262, the 162, and also the Arado 234 jet bombers.
Now, as we can see the distinctive shape, there are two twin booms.
Called and reds 4 and 5 roll around 2 and 3 in the rollbacks, which are one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots each year to master. Once again, the team pulling up at over 4 to 5G, 400 miles per hour as they reach a height of over 5,500 to 6,000 feet. However, the aircraft will slow down to approximately 120 miles an hour, which makes the response of the controls a little bit less responsive, making formation keeping a little bit more difficult. The aircraft now increasing in speed, 200, 300, 400 miles per hour, which now makes the controls even more responsive and more twitchy. As Red 1 brings the formation around to the left for the Apollo present. On the left-hand side of Red 1 is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Tom Hansford. Tom is in his first year on the team as a former Typhoon pilot, where he was a qualified weapons instructor. This meant that he taught the frontline tactics and weapons instruction. This makes his job of 7 and 8 rolling around the rest formation even more difficult as Red 1 bends round to the right. You may be able to see that the aircraft are flying with their air brakes out. This is the small door at the back of the aircraft underneath. This means that the throttle is at a higher setting. It produces a hotter engine gas temperature. It also just As the team roll to the left, on the right-hand side of Red 1 is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Rich Walker. Rich is in his first year on the team, a very experienced aviator, having flown both Harrier and Typhoon on operations, and is also a qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T Mark II.